Before I start, I'd love to know, where are you listening from today? Drop your city or country in the comments. It means more than you know to see how far these stories travel. This is a story about unpaid labor, family loyalty, and the moment I saw my experience on someone else's paycheck. I worked for free for my own family's business for 2 years. I answered emails at midnight. I missed my friends' birthdays. I learned the entire operation from the ground up. They called it my internship. They said the experience would be my compensation. I believed them. Then, one Tuesday, I was asked to process the invoices. I opened the accounting software, the system I'd helped set up, and I saw them. The payments. To the new social media manager. To the freelance graphic designer. To the part-time assistant who came in 3 hours a week, all outsiders, all being paid. For work I was doing, or work I'd been told we can't afford. I felt the room tilt. My own aunt's signature was on the approvals. The memo on one payment read, consultation fee for strategy session. The strategy I'd presented at last month's meeting. I wasn't an intern. I was the free alternative. This is the unpaid intern. And if you think family means loyalty, you haven't seen your loyalty become their line item. The betrayal doesn't begin with the invoice. It begins in the warm, guilt-laden hug of a family opportunity. You are approached not with a contract, but with a plea. We're struggling. We need someone we can trust. This could be your big break. They sell it as an exclusive door opened just for you, when in reality, they've just locked everyone else out to avoid paying a fair wage. You start with enthusiasm. You're part of the team. You get the family discount on responsibility, which means you get 10 times the work. You take the 7 a.m. calls. You fix the website, crash on your vacation. You listen to your uncle complain about lazy, entitled millennials while you're answering his emails from your college library at 1 a.m. The hook is the slow, simmering realization that your experience is just a series of tasks no one else wants to do. Your mentorship is them delegating their own workload while they leave early. You casually ask, so when we start turning a profit, how would a transition to a paid role look? The response is a pat on the head, a laugh. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. This learning is priceless, and you believe it. You see your work contributing. You see the business grow. You think, my sacrifice is building something for all of us. Then, the invoice, or the accidental CC on an email discussing a new hire's salary, or the offhand comment from a cousin. Yeah, mom said they finally had the budget to bring in a real expert. The hook isn't just the discovery of money being paid to others. It's the specific surgical insult of what they're paying for. They are paying an outsider for the exact logo design you sketched. They are paying a consultant to formalize the exact workflow you built. They are monetizing your free labor, then using the profits to hire someone they feel is legitimate. The betrayal is the crystallization. To them, you were never an investment. You were free inventory. Your passion, your loyalty, your desire to help. These were not valuable traits. They were exploitable resources. They treated your love for the family as a weakness to be monetized, not a bond to be honored. You gave them your sweat equity, and they used it to build a stage where everyone else gets paid to perform. The unraveling is a quiet, furious erosion of every family gathering, every shared meal. First, your own achievements become a trap. The more you excel, the more invaluable you become in your unpaid role. We couldn't do this without you is not praise, it's a chain. Asking to be paid now feels like a betrayal of their trust. Your family dynamics curdle. You hear the comparisons. Your cousin is so dedicated, they say at Thanksgiving, while you're fixing the business laptop under the table. That dedication is reframed as your privilege, the chance they gave you. Your resentment is framed as ingratitude. You are gaslit over gravy. You see the tangible rewards of your work, the new car your uncle buys, the vacation your aunt posts about, and you know your unpaid hours helped fund it. You are not just working for free, you are subsidizing the lifestyle of the very people exploiting you. Your professional confidence implodes. Working for free in a special arrangement subtly teaches you that your work has no market value. You watch less qualified peers get real jobs with real salaries, and you feel behind, tainted. Your experience starts to feel like a stain on your resume, proof you didn't know your own worth. The social humiliation is constant. Family friends ask, "And what do you do?" You stammer. I work for the family business." They nod politely, assuming you are a nepotism hire. Lazy. You are simultaneously shamed for not having a real job and shamed for wanting one. They weaponize family. Every boundary you try to set is met with emotional artillery. After all we've done for you, we're family. It's not about money. They recast exploitation as inclusion and fair compensation as a vulgar outsider concept. The most painful part, the corrosion of your own ambition. You start to believe their narrative. Maybe this is as good as it gets. Maybe my skills aren't worth actual money. Maybe this vague promise of a future is the best I deserve. The unraveling ends with a deep, learned helplessness. You are trapped in a gilded cage of your own making, watching the outside world of careers and paychecks through the bars of, but we're family. The awakening doesn't come when you see the invoice. That's the shock. The awakening comes later in a moment of pure, impersonal market forces. For you, it's a job interview, a company you respect for a role you're perfectly qualified for. The interviewer, a kind-eyed stranger, reviews the portfolio of work you did for the family business. "This campaign was excellent," she says. "The strategy behind it is very sophisticated. What was your direct compensation for this project?" You freeze. The old script plays in your head. It was for family. It was for experience. But looking at this professional who sees only the work and its value, the script crumbles to dust. "I wasn't compensated directly," you say, your face flushing. "It was a family arrangement." She leans back, not with judgment, but with a quiet, professional pity. "I see. Well, for a candidate with this level of work, we'd be looking at a starting salary in this range." She slides a piece of paper across the table. The number is a thunderclap. It is more in a single year than the value of all the experience and gratitude you've accrued in half a decade. In that sterile conference room, under the hum of fluorescent lights, the final veil lifts. This was never about helping the family. This was about a fundamental mismatch in the economy of value. You deal in a currency of loyalty, sacrifice, and shared legacy. They deal in a currency of profit, convenience, and controlled expense. Your labor was a generous grant in your economy. In theirs, it was a loophole, a line item they could keep at zero to maximize their own gain. The awakening is the calm, devastating understanding that you have been trading gold for glass beads. Thank you, you say, folding the paper with the number. I'll consider your offer. You are done donating your professional worth to a family business that treats it as a donation. Done offering your future as a subsidy for their present. You don't feel rage in that moment. You feel a profound, clarifying severance. You will no longer translate your ambition into free labor for those who appraise it at zero. From now on, your skills will be valued in the clear, hard currency of the market. And for family, you will offer the universal, limited currency of polite, unpaid advice. And be done with it. The fight back begins not with a screaming match, but with a silent, internal balance sheet. You are closing the charity wing of your career, effective immediately. The fight back is a strategic, professional extraction. It's about reclaiming your worth by treating your skills as the assets they are. Phase 1, the quiet audit and professional divestment. The work portfolio. You secretly compile every project, campaign, and task you've completed. You document outcomes with numbers if possible. Increased social engagement by 40%. Streamlined process, saving 10 on HRs was week. This is not for them. It's for you to see your true market have value. The immediate stop. You institute a soft stop on all new non-urgent projects. You become suddenly politely busy with personal development or a freelance course. You stop the flow of new free labor. Phase 2, the new professional protocol. The formal proposal. You draft a simple professional document, not an emotional plea. It states your role, lists your key contributions, cites market rate salaries for equivalent positions, and presents 2 options. 1, a transition to a paid, part-time, or full-time role at a specific fair salary. Or 2, a phased 2-week handover of your responsibilities as you pursue other opportunities. The prepared response. You rehearse answers to emotional blackmail. I love this family, which is why I believe a professional relationship will be healthier in the long run. My skills have value, and to continue giving them away hurts my future. This isn't about love, it's about sustainability. Phase 3, the financial and emotional firewall. Secure an external offer. If possible, get a real job offer or freelance gig first. This is your lifeboat. It gives you the unshakable confidence to state your terms. The boundary of time. You establish strict working hours, no more 10 p.m. calls. I'm available for family business matters between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. on weekdays. You retrain them to respect your time. Phase 4, the controlled withdrawal. When the inevitable guilt or anger comes, you do not engage in the old emotional drama. You repeat your terms like a broken record. You become a calm, professional negotiator at the family dinner table. You execute the handover. You train no one unless paid to do so. You provide passwords and documents only upon receipt of any final, owed compensation, even if it's just a thank you bonus you negotiate. Phase 5, the reclamation of your worth. Update your resume and LinkedIn. You reframe all that free experience as legitimate professional experience. You were the operations manager, the marketing lead. You take the title you earned. Monetize your skill publicly. You start freelancing. You take on clients who pay you immediately and thank you. Every paid invoice is a healing ritual. Invest in yourself. Use your first real paycheck to fund a certification, a course, or a tool that advances your career, not theirs. The fight back is won not when they finally pay you. They may never. But when you can sit at a family event, hear about the business struggling without you, and feel nothing but a quiet, detached pity, your emotional and professional detachment is your victory. It means you have successfully transferred your talents to a market that pays fair value. It's just the transformation and your blueprint, lessons, plus actionable steps. You do not emerge bitter. You emerge as a sovereign professional. Your loyalty is now a voluntary alliance, not a feudal obligation. Your transformation is from family intern to free agent. Your skills are your company, and you are now the CEO who only signs fair contracts. From this, you draft Say Yet, the Sovereign Professionals Family Accord. Accord Clause 1. The business versus family. Separation doctrine. Any family interaction that involves your skills, time, or labor is immediately categorized. Family time. Love, support, free. No shop talk. Business time. Skills, labor, billable. A clear scope, timeline, and rate, even if it's a family discount of 20% off your market rate. No mixing. Accord. Clause 2. The no more spec work rule. You never again do speculative work. Just help with this one thing. It could lead to more. For family, the first conversation is about terms. If they balk, your answer is, I understand. Let me know if you'd like to discuss my rates for that project in the future. Accord clause 3. The value audit ritual. Every 6 months, you audit your skills and update your market rate. You know your number. This number is non-negotiable in your own mind, making emotional appeals powerless against it. Accord clause 4. The paid in advance or on delivery policy. For any family business work, you require 50% upfront, 50% on delivery for projects over a certain amount. This removes the awkwardness of chasing family for money and filters out those who never intended to pay. Accord. Clause 5. Become a promoter of professionalism. Shift the culture. I believe in this family so much. I think we should operate with the same professionalism that makes outside businesses succeed. Frame clear contracts and fair pay as strengths, not betrayals. Accord. Clause 6. The sovereign savings sanctuary. You create a financial fund from your paid work. Its purpose? To give you the absolute freedom to never have to rely on a family opportunity again. This is your freedom fund. Accord clause 7. Sovereignty over your narrative. This is the core law. Your worth is not determined by their appraisal. What they did was a reflection of their business ethics and their willingness to exploit intimacy, not a reflection of your talent or the value of your work. You are responsible for knowing your value, not for convincing them of it. You are no longer wounded by the unpaid invoices. You are inoculated by them. The unpaid intern didn't make you distrustful. It made you a shrewd investor of your own energy. You lost your free labor. You gained an ironclad professional boundary. Go and be a professional who is warm as family but sharp as a contract lawyer. Let your rates be a litmus test. Those who pay them value you. Those who don't have shown you what they think of your worth. Believe them and spend your precious time and talent accordingly. So tell me, what do you think? Was I right to walk away Or should family always come first, no matter the cost? I'm genuinely curious to hear your thoughts. If this story touched you, or if you've ever worked for experience only to find it was an excuse, please like this video so others can find it too, and share your story in the comments. You're not alone.